Good morning, everybody. Let's have a look at some of these charts. Sort of scouting for some kind of trade. If there's some kind of trade to be had. It's always early in the morning like this time where you're going to find one. So, we did the stream last night, and overall, high-term timeframes, being dailies and weeklies especially, still point to the further upside across the board for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and basically all the top sort of cap, medium cap coins. You know, it's a bit of a sweeping statement, but a lot of them looked good. There are obviously others that don't look very good, and maybe I'll just make a few videos like over the week about the ones that do look good. But the market as a whole, being for me the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, is pretty good. So we've got the total 2 here, basically pumping above all moving averages on the 4-hourly, which is nice. We've got the daily, which is also above all moving averages. Got bearish divergence on that, so just be warned. Like, we are probably moving into the last peak, and wherever that takes place at is probably going to be the last one. And we've also got bearish divergence on the RSI. And that it hasn't registered a third one here, but it is true, we do have one. So we've closed above the trend line, and we're still continuing to attempt to pump higher. This is really getting close to what I generally would have considered to be the end of the rally, and it might be. I know that people are starting to consider extended cycles and stuff like that. Or, I mean, I suppose the cycle from a lot of people is always determined to be around November, December anyway, but September for me was always key. We've got to keep our finger on the pulse because we don't know when it's going to end. But either way, the long story short is it is getting close to finding a major peak, but it's also constantly running up higher at the moment, and I would expect higher until it pops. So we haven't found the peak yet. We will get close to it. So hopefully that makes sense. Like I say, I'm not bearish. I'm aware. I'm aware that this run might be the very last one. So there's your total 2 breaking out. There's your Bitcoin. Get ready, because at the moment we're trying to reclaim this area, the $117,000 zone, which would then lead us up to 120, where we found the major resistance. And if you break that, that's where it goes nice and crazy. Ethereum above all moving averages here on the weekly, again, good, we like that. Daily above all major moving averages as well, good, yes, we like that too. 4-hourly currently trending above all moving averages, we also like that too. Hit the 21 exponential moving average, so it looks like we want to move up from here as well. So back up to the previous local high, and then see if we've got the power to move beyond that. Now, on a broader note, and again, this isn't just for today, so on a broader note, we do have a fair bit of stuff going on this week. The Fed press conference, FOMC economic projections, Fed interest rate decision, 17th of September, coming to you soon. Loads of stuff going on. With that will likely come influential moves for the market. We're going to see ups or downs, or ups and downs at the same time, as a result of especially the Fed rate decision, which I think is going to be a cut of about 50 basis points. I don't think they'll be doing any less than that. I don't think it touched the sides, but we'll see. I did a Patreon live stream last night, and I was asked that particular question. And look, I can look at charts. I have a handle on charts. I can look at charts enough to be able to make money out of it. But I'm not going to pretend I know what's going on with the economy. Jeez, come on now. That's a little out of my area of expertise. And I don't think the two, should really be conflated. Just because I can read charts, trade charts, doesn't really mean that I understand economics or Federal Reserve monetary policy. No, I like the squiggles, I like the lines, and I like the colours. That's about it for me. Right, so that is that. Of all the things in all the world, I'm not suggesting that you buy this at all, but from a strictly risk to reward perspective, there is a setup on Crow at the moment. Crow had this amazing trend line, which I'm hoping it'll be in play again at some point. I have a lot of Crow, you see. I've got a lot of it because I have the Crow card, and what I'm planning on doing really is is selling, and then buying back a lot lower and upgrading my card, if I can be that clever. I can't be sure that I will be that clever, but if I can be, that's what I'll try to be. But at the moment there is a trade available, which is the previous high, which is now hopefully flipped to support. There is no bearish divergence, it's continuous move up. Technically, I believe we're still in a bull market, so there is a bit of an opportunity here for a trade. However, tight stop loss, because as much as there is a chance of a 60% move and maybe higher, there's also a chance of a 32% drop, and it would be a swift one, as you've seen here. I mean, we nailed this anyway, didn't we, really? Yeah, the high, the low to the high, to the low, to the high, to the low, to the high, to the breakout, to the next local high. And if you do get another breakout to the next local high, we're talking roughly about 49 cents. I'd love to see it higher, believe me, I would. But at the moment, the trade suggests here to here. That's what we're looking at, 60%. And if anything more than that would be a bonus. But it also suggests you lose this area, there's a good chance we'll see ourselves down into like the 15 to 16 cent zone. Right. That is it. There is no more. I will leave it with you there. If you want to join the Patreon, there's links in the description below. Other than that, there's plenty of other links in there that give you bonuses for this, that and the other. But other than that, hope you have a nice day and take it easy.